Hello and welcome to Matt's Reloading Bench. Today I'm going to be talking about chassis weights. A lot of people have commented on when I'm shooting my 6.5 PRC that there's a lot of muzzle jump. And after reviewing video, I have to agree. And I would like to do what I can to eliminate that as much as possible. People have said, try different bipod, but to me, that doesn't make much sense. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but a bipod is a bipod. If it's holding the gun in a position, it's holding the gun in position. And I don't feel that that is going to eliminate muzzle jump. I feel that there are two things that could do that. More weight on the front of the rifle, or a different muzzle brake or compensator on the front. I've decided to take the route of adding weight to the front of the chassis. With the rifle weights, I decided to order off of GCP Rifle Co. And they are 1/2 pound each, and I'm going to be putting 4 of them onto my rifle. That'll add 2 pounds in total. So I tried to mount one of these weights already, and I was not successful because the screws that are provided are too short. The carbon fiber forend on my rifle is thicker than the metal ones would be. So if you have a metal M-lock forend on your rifle, they should work just fine. But if you have a carbon fiber one like I do, it's too thick and they're just not going to work. So I went to Fleet Farm and I picked up these stainless screws right here. They are M4-.70 by 12. The other ones are too short, like I said. These are the next step longer, and hopefully they're not going to be too long. We'll find out shortly, but I'm not too worried about it. If they are too long, I'm just going to sand them down on a belt sander to the desired length. With these weights, one thing that we're going to have to do is, you see how there's a lower and farther apart set of holes and a higher, closer set apart set of holes. We're going to have to use the lower holes so that it lines up with the M-lock slots on this forearm, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and set up the screws with the M-lock nuts, and I will get all of the threads started for all 4 weights, and then I will go from there. Now that I've got all the screws and nuts onto the holes that I've selected to use, I will go ahead and set that in. Alright, so I've got the weight set into the slot, and as you can see, it kind of moves around freely in there. So you can see the beginning of the slot right here. I'm going to move this over just until it covers the rest of that slot. All right, so on my torque driver, I've got it set at just above 15 inch-pounds. And that's where I want it locked in. So, it doesn't move up or down, doesn't flex, we're good. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the next one in. And I'm just going to bring it right up tight to the next. All right, so this side is done. Now that I've got the right hand side of the rifle chassis done, we're going to go ahead and mount the other 2 weights on the left hand side of the chassis. So same thing, you're going to want to get your M-lock nuts into the grooves. So once again, I've got the slot right there. I'm going to move this forward just until you can't see the opening of the slot anymore. You want to make sure that you have them even, because if you don't, it's going to throw off the balance of the gun just so slightly. All right, first one's in, now time for the last one. All right, I got both of the nuts catching, and I'm pushing the weights all the way down so that they meet the bottom of the slot for consistency purposes. And they are done. I've got all 4 of the weights mounted onto the rifle. That's going to add another 2 pounds to the forward end of the chassis. So I'm very curious as to see what kind of difference this is going to have on my shot groups, due to the fact that it's going to be that much harder for the gun to raise up off at a bench due to the recoil of the rounds being fired. I'm going to be using, for comparison purposes, the Retumbo load up that I did a couple of weeks back, and I'm going to see if just by adding weight to the chassis of the rifle, if that's going to change my ability to draw my group sizes, because in theory it should help with recoil absorption and reduction. To prove or disprove whether or not this is going to work, I'm going to load up the same ladder test that I did with the Retumbo powder, and I'm going to see if I can't get those group sizes drawn a little bit. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know by entering them in the comment section down below. If you like my video, hit that thumbs up so that YouTube can see that you do like the video. Also, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get notification when my next video does come out. Until next time, shoot straight and be safe.